Have you ever truly felt unconditional love? Not earned, not bargained for, not held over your head like a prize. I mean the kind that stays, even when you're a mess, even when you're lost, even when you're not trying to be lovable. Maybe it came from a best friend who just sat with you. Maybe when you had nothing left to say. Or maybe a stranger who just saw your pain and offered kindness with no reason at all. Or maybe, just maybe, it was so small you almost missed it, but it shifted something inside of you anyways. So I want to read you a verse from my ebook. Here's the old version of it, and I'm going to read you a verse that is close to my heart. Now, sometimes all it takes is a kind word, a healing gesture, some sound advice to turn around somebody's day, someone's entire life. Short, to the point verses, because that's all really is. Sacred wisdom from the divine, from yourself, your higher self, whatever you want to call it. It is simple truths. Now, I had a handful of moments, okay, when complete strangers saved my life, literally and metaphorically, okay? I almost died 6 times, all by fated events. The last time I almost died was giving birth to my daughter. It was an emergency C-section that didn't go right, and I was bleeding out, and they just stitched me up last minute. So I had to be hospitalized for quite some time. They didn't actually want to release me, but I had enough of the hospital. So I released myself, but it was a long recovery. It took me a year to recover, actually gain my strength. So the thing is, neuroscience tells us something beautiful, that the brain, no matter what you go through, it is malleable, okay? It changes every time you feel safe, every time you feel seen, and you could rewire this. Even the beliefs that forge into impactful moments, you could rewire those impactful moments. They can be rewired through safety, intention, and repetition. Now, this is what I do in my sessions. The most important thing to me in my sessions is for the client to feel safe. And I'm a spiritual hypnotherapist, so the way that I work, I ask them to actually create a safe space for them energetically and in their mind's eye. So it's both. They create either a form, a shape, an energy all around them throughout the session. And it's super important for me because I want them to feel safe. You know, going back to impactful moments, you want to be with somebody that you feel safe, that you trust, that understands. I am just a guide to my clients. They guide themselves. I'm just a catalyst. I ask the questions and they kind of maneuver through their experiences. And if at any point it's too much, we just move on to another scene. Because it should be a safe, nurturing environment. That is how I do my sessions. Because that's who I am. It's a nurturing, safe space. Now let's talk about neuroplasticity, okay? And when we pair that with subconscious programming, with hypnotherapy and inner work, we don't just heal, we rebuild everything. From the body to the mind to the energetic soul, the quantum world, right? And not as who somebody else wants you to be, your own blueprint, the person you're always meant to be. And it doesn't change, it's your core essence. You're just bringing it out. The best qualities of you that you want to shine in this world, right? Whatever that is. You're not here to be somebody else's mommy. Even though I like to give that mom vibe in my hypnotherapy sessions because I'm just like a nurturer. Or you're not here to be somebody's object of desire. But hey, if you want to dress pretty and look pretty, do it for you. For yourself, not anybody else. You're exactly who you need to be now. And tomorrow's a different day, okay? So even with all of your flaws and all the things that you're proud of. We're all learning, my love, growing and evolving in this life experience and incarnation on earth. And I'm not the same person I was so many years ago, okay? Not even last year, or who knows, maybe not even yesterday, okay? So give yourself more love in all your wrongs and all your rights. Now, here's another verse from my book that I love to share with you that ties into what we're talking about. Don't mind the opinions others have of you or your life. Don't you know, my darling, it's based on their beliefs of what is right and wrong, good and bad, in their eyes, not yours. Filter out what you want to take from it. It's always your choice in how you want to see yourself. Right? Right. Now you see, I grew up thinking love had conditions. Be good. Be quiet. Be successful. Don't embarrass us. Don't question anything. Don't be too much. Smile wide. Say the right things. Hide your emotions. The fear, the doubts, the anger, and so much more. And I wrote it out on paper because I wasn't able to speak. So I just wrote because we all need an outlet. And I thought if I just kept being good, they'd stay. They'd finally see me and love me back. Then, one day, my mom just disappeared with no warning, just a note that said, I love you, I'm sorry. Now, I didn't see her for years. I think I was 19, 20 at the time. I was still living with my parents, and then it was my dad and my brother. I didn't want my dad to be devastated, even more so than he already was. Because at that time, I got accepted to a school, and it was across the country, okay? It was in California. And I couldn't leave him like that. So I canceled my school for an entire year, and I made sure to always have dinner with him and still feel like a family. Some things you can't fix, but just be present, and that's enough. Not all the pains can be healed overnight or over a course of years. Some need more time. And I've healed a lot of those impactful experiences in my life, okay? So through so many modalities, especially hypnosis and other ones as well. But not all, because I'm only human and part alien, but I'm not a robot. But that love was never about me. It was about the version of me that others wanted to control. Conditional love isn't love. It's transactional. Unconditional love is pure, has no leverage. It's just present because it cares. Now, when you're young, your subconscious absorbs everything. Get this, it's where 95% of our beliefs live about our worth, our safety, our identity. But the subconscious isn't stone. It's soft, it's impressionable, like clay. Isn't that amazing? It's malleable. Through hypnotherapy and somatic work, that's connecting the brain and the body together, or simply just rewriting the story through your presence. Now, we can remold those beliefs. We can say, I am enough. Even now. And the brain, your beautiful, adaptable brain, you have no idea how amazing your brain is, okay? It is not genetics, okay? Neuroscience proves that it is neuroplastic, okay? Impactful moments we have, we can rewire them for a better future so we don't feel so bad about our, if you want to call it, heavy, dense experiences. Because truth feels safe, and safety rewires everything. There is a moment that I realized that their inability to love themselves, it had nothing to do with me. Their fear, their shame, their unhealed wounds, they were not mine to carry. And from that day forward, when I realized that, guess what? I stopped performing for other people. I stopped begging. I started giving myself the love that I never received. The unconditional kind, where it doesn't ask questions, it's just present. There's no requirements, there's no contracts. Just being in the present of yourself, your grace. And the more that I gave that to myself, the more I became someone I actually recognized and felt good in my skin, in my mind, in my environment. Now, my love, you're allowed to feel safe. You're allowed to feel loved without performing. And if you've never truly felt that before, maybe it's time that you start with you. Now, I created a free guide for anybody healing from conditional love, okay? It has prompts, practices, it's right here. I'll just show you a little bit. It has tools to begin rewiring those deep beliefs. Now, I want to mention something. This worksheet, which I hate when people call it a worksheet because nobody wants to do work. Listen, if I'm ever going to fill anything out, unless it's mandatory and I have to do it, if it's optional, I want to make it fun. I want to do something I'm going to enjoy filling it out. Otherwise, I ain't doing it. So when I created this, trigger happy, what the F are my triggers? Basically, it's short, to the point, and has a lot of humor and fun because it's not a heavy thing we want to do. It's lighthearted. It's funny. Because when I was thinking to create this for people to help them find their triggers, I wanted something that I would fill out and actually have fun doing it. Have a laugh, a smile on my face, So that's what I did. I created something that I actually would fill out and enjoy. Otherwise, like I said, I ain't doing it. So I am so happy with this. This is not only going to help you find your triggers. You don't have to print this out. I just printed it out so you can see it. You can just do it right on your phone with Canva, whatever PDF thing you got, do it right on your phone. But I wanted to do this for you because not only are you going to be able to find your triggers and actually be aware of them, because a lot of people don't know their triggers. This is the thing. You might know some of them. You don't have to know all of them. But the ones that impact you the most, you don't want them in your life. You want to kick them to the curb. Evict them. They don't belong in your life. And it's not your fault. Something that was created in your life by a certain event that was impactful. But we don't need them anymore. That's the past. We need to clear that junk out. Okay? So feel free to download this free PDF. I think it'll be in PDF or Canva or one of them, right? Easy just to get to. You can click the link below. It'll be in the comments or description somewhere. So remember to start slow and take it easy on yourself. Remember, you don't have to earn love. You just come home to it. It's not too late to become who you actually want to be in this world, not to shrink. You are not broken. You are becoming. So thank you so much for staying until the end of this video. It means so much to me for you to be here. And remember, I love you, I appreciate you, and you are more than enough. You are lovable. You are beautiful exactly as you are. Learning, growing, evolving. Okay? We all are. So I'll see you in the next video. Bye-bye for now.